Good morning, fellow Malaysians. It's Matthias Chang once again from Future Fast Forward. Following the scandal of the visit by Anwar Ibrahim to our beloved Agong, I read several news reports post the visit and commentaries by learned constitutional lawyers and professors and experts. Their commentary on what transpired at the meeting between Anwar Ibrahim and our beloved Agong. Sad to say, most of them are Muslim leaders, and they were indulging on the interpretation of the Constitution and have failed, to my horror, to grasp a more important issue or factor in this scandal. Without indulgence, may I request all my non-Muslim citizens of this country, be they Christian, Hindus, Buddhists, whatever, to grant me indulgence, because what I want to show to all of you, and from my research whole night following the scandal, was to study and research from the Quran. And I hope soon, very soon, upon hearing what I say, you will realize that the scandal is just beyond the claim by Anwar that he should be Prime Minister. It's a more fundamental issue. The undermining of the Agong, the office of Agong, and the blatant lies uttered by Anwar Ibrahim. Now, before I go to the meat of those lies, may I, and the subject to be corrected by learned Muslim friends about what is so critical as a Muslim, that one should not lie at all, because it will invite the curse of Allah. If I may, alright, first of all, quote to you certain surahs from the Quran. The first is Surah Al-Nahl, chapter 16, 105. It is those who believe not in the signs of God that forge falsehood. It is they who lie. Meaning, we better not falsify things. When the signs are clear from Allah, we should not do that. Okay. And if you forge falsehood and tell lies, alright, it's very dangerous. The next surah is Surah Al-Zumar, chapter 39, verse 3. God guides not such as are false and ungrateful. Repeat that. God, English translation is right, it's not Allah, it's God. It's from Yusuf Ali, right? God guides not such as are false and ungrateful. Then in Surah Ali Imran, chapter 3, 61, a long verse, but I'll extract the last part. Then let us earnestly pray and invoke the curse of God on those who lie. That is the punishment. That is the duty of all Muslims who follow the Quran, that if you know someone has lied, brought falsehoods in a very blatant way, then you are to earnestly pray and invoke the curse of God on those who lie. Surah Al-Nur, chapter 24, verse 7. And the fifth oath should be that they solemnly invoke the curse of God on themselves if they tell a lie. That means if you knowingly tell a lie, the Quran tells us that these people who lie must invoke upon themselves the curse of God. That's how serious it is, right? Of telling the truth. More so to the Agong. And then what is the duty of all of us who knows lies have been perpetrated? In chapter 24, verse 15 to 16, Surah Al-Nur, it says here, Behold, ye receive it on your tongues, and said out of your mouth things which ye know had no knowledge. And ye thought it to be a light matter, when it was most serious in the sight of God. I repeat that. Verse 15, chapter 24, Surah Al-Nur. Behold, ye receive it on your tongues, and said out of your mouths things of which ye had no knowledge, and ye thought it to be a light matter, when it was most serious in the sight of God. And why did ye not, when you heard it say, it is not right for us to speak on this? Glory to God, this is a most serious slander. Meaning, if you know someone has lied, and treat that lie with, as nothing serious, right? As a light matter. But in the eyes of God, when you utter a lie, it is a very serious matter. A serious slander in the face of God Almighty. These are the extracts which I researched last night and this morning on the Quran. Having said that, now you understand why it's so important for me to start off with the citations from the Holy Book, the Holy Quran. And I hope my Muslim brothers in UMNO, in PAS, in Bersatu, in PKR, in Amanah, wherever you are, please think carefully what has transpired. What has happened now is a blatant arrogance on the part of Anwar Ibrahim to undermine the office of the Agong, and the end result of that visit, his press conference thereafter, and the reportage in the mass media is such that, right, Anwar Ibrahim, this scumbag, this scoundrel, has told all of us, Malays, Muslims, Chinese, Indians, Christians, Hindus, right, or whatever, I have spoken to Agong. And that's what I said to Agong. The Istana has issued a press statement, right? Okay? Very clear. I will go to that later. Which contradicts what Anwar has said. Pause here for a while. Anwar said A is a truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth. And stand by it. Agong, via the palace, has issued a statement that he did not receive a list of names of MPs allegedly in support of Anwar to be the Prime Minister. This is the two contrasting statement. And we, the Rakyat, and many of you who do not read the mass media, may not even have read the statement of the palace. More likely you have read the statement or the press statement of Anwar Ibrahim. And those of you, especially, right, the die-hard supporters of Anwar Ibrahim, you are now fanning the flames and telling the whole country, either accept Anwar Ibrahim telling the truth, and therefore Agong is lying. This is the question posed to us. Who do we believe? Anwar Ibrahim, a scumbag, right, a convicted criminal, no pardon, or the Agong? In our constitution, according to Islamic law in our country, the Agong is also the head of the Federation and of Islam in Malaysia. So we are asked to choose who is lying and who is telling the truth. This is what is the effect and the impact of the misconduct, the arrogant, slanderous behavior of Anwar Ibrahim. Now, I will quote to you now as reported in the newspaper, okay, mass media. All right. The first one is Star Online. Here is Star Online. Now, I have emphasized in red the passage which I will read to you. As reported by Star, first paragraph, the controversial list of MPs and the supporting documents that are said to show proof of allegiance to Datuk Sri Anwar Ibrahim remain unrevealed even after the opposition leader met the young deputy Agong. This is the viewpoint of Star. They don't know, it's unrevealed. Who are the MPs that allegedly has supported Anwar Ibrahim? Next paragraph, right, is a report of Anwar said. In the meeting yesterday, Anwar said he presented a list of documents showing that he had a majority of more than 120 MPs in Parliament. Okay. And then in another paragraph, he said, when asked by the reporter, when asked about the evidence that he submitted to the king, Anwar said the documents comprise statutory declarations and affirm documents for the political party leaders. That means names, right, who signed the statutory declaration and the party leaders who affirmed that status must have been made known to Agong. That's what he says. He has, right, given to submit to the king documents comprised of statutory declarations. Therefore, if you have submitted statutory declarations, there must be named, right, of those people who swore and affirmed documents, meaning an affidavit or whatever, of political party leaders. It cannot be blank, 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 right? So why has he not disclosed? Why is he so afraid? And let people speculate. Who are these people? Okay. Now, this is his statement. Okay. The press statement, all right, issued by Agong, says this, right? 1, 2, 3. The third paragraph of the press statement in Bahasa. If I may read to you. Walau bagaimanapun beliau tidak mengemukakan selarai nama ahli-ahli Dewan Rakyat untuk mengukuhkan dakwaan tersebut. He received. This is a press statement. Okay? Press statement. Third paragraph. Just focus on third paragraph, the words. Last sentence, the third paragraph. Okay? Alright. So here you have. It's just a serious matter. You think the palace, right, will tell a lie and undermine the integrity of the Agong? Think carefully before you guys, the diehards, followers of PKR and Anwar, and the Communist Parties of, right, Pakatan Harapan, you be very careful. Be very careful. If you're not Muslim, you're also bound by the moral values of your religion, be it Christianity, Hinduism, or Buddhism. Be careful. Alright? This will destroy our country. For what? For the power addiction of one man, a scumbag. And the Agong has advised this man, this scumbag. Our country is suffering. We are under COVID-19, phase 2. Phase 2 didn't come just recently, right, from Sabah. In May of 2020, during the first phase, the DG of the Health Ministry already said, before even the end of phase 1, phase 2 will begin soon. And thereafter phase 3. Okay, warn us already here. Warn us. There will be increase. Okay, it just happened that Sabah election coincided with phase 2, but phase 2 already started. Okay, before the election. And who called for the election in Sabah? A member of Pakatan Harapan. Okay, and then what happens? Some leaders, scumbags, trying to blame our Prime Minister for the election in Sabah. Who called for the election? Who went there campaigning? Anwar Ibrahim, DB members, scumbags. Okay? Then, another report, title is very clear, right? The title is very clear. Got it? It says the experts, right, have commented on this issue. Okay? Title. Okay. And then, another report, Anwar malukan diri sendiri. Got it? Another one from Berita Harian. Okay. And finally, FMT, Free Malaysia Today, report. Now, what is important is this was an interview with the Prime Minister, right, who says, the king is the most learned and qualified individual to make a decision. As far as I'm concerned, I will leave it to the best judgment of the Agong, he said in the press conference today. More importantly, our Prime Minister, Istana Negara, however, said Anwar did not present a list of MPs who supported him. Okay? So, surely, right? Why should he hide? If he had a list of members. So what's he up to? Anwar Ibrahim is trying to subvert the political stability and the structures of our government. Simple as that. He's a scumbag. And I've said before, way before his meeting with Agong, even before that from my meditative insights, I make 3 statements, right? One was the trifecta. These conspirators, Najib, Zaid Hamidi and Anwar, the trifecta. These scumbags are not concerned about the country or your interests, your welfare, but power. This trifecta, okay? But they call themselves champions of Islam, Malay, and the Raja, the Sultans. Yet, they have plotted and conspired to undermine the very institutions they hold themselves out to be champions. All right? They even stoop as low as lying, cover-up, misrepresentation, and propaganda. And I say also, from my prayers and meditation, that Anwar Ibrahim will never be the Prime Minister of Malaysia. Never! This come back. Najib will never be the Prime Minister again, ever. And Tun Mahathir will never be the Prime Minister again. Okay? Now, there's one man, and I've caught him. He's a low level, low energy, numbskull, by the name of, right, Lokman. His full name is Lokman Noor Adam from UMNO, division head. You know what he said? Because I said, right, there's a nuclear weapon which the PM must use. This bunch of idiots, scumbags, in May voted against the stimulus package provided by the government. Right? 300 billion to save the country, save all of us. We all benefited, right? But they voted no. These scumbags, DP, PKR, Amana, all scumbags voted against, okay? But their friends and relatives receive benefit, right? But he voted against. Can you see that, my fellow Malaysians? These scumbag bastards don't give a damn about us. And now, it's further reinforced because I said, right, I dare them, these bastards, to vote against the budget. Therefore, it will be crystal clear to all of you, right, even die-hard supporters of Anwar Ibrahim. And those lawyers, right, senior members of Bar Council before, right, who before they say and pride themselves, they are advisors of, right, Anwar Ibrahim, Lim Guan Eng, Kit Siang. These are advisors, lawyers. Okay? Their law firms are suffering. They've received aid from the government. But they either kept their mouth shut or misadvised this scumbag, Anwar Ibrahim. And now they are plotting, as I predicted. They will plot against the government in their budget for 2021. I dare them. And after they voted against the budget, may I ask all of you, right? People of Malaysia, can you wake up? Open your eyes. You are now clamoring more aid, more support, okay? More subsidies. And if you support these bastards in PKR, DAP, Amanah, and Varisan, right, then you deserve to rot in hell and burn in hell because you are so ungrateful, okay? But to me, you have also defied Agong. Because in the very short meeting, 25 minutes that's all, between Anwar and Agong, Agong advised Anwar, hey, follow the constitution. The country is suffering. Do right by the people. Alright? Make sure we are united to battle and defeat COVID-19. So if you bastards, right, die-hard followers of Anwar Ibrahim and Patah Harapan, cheer and support such bastards and these people, then you deserve to be whacked. And you deserve to rot and may your business, right, be burned down. Metaphorically, may you die in bankruptcy. Because you don't deserve any help from God, from Allah. No, nothing. Right? You defy Agong. You defy the good sense, the rational approach to this problem. You defy the call for unity. Okay? But all of us. So if you insist to be a die-hard, I'll take you on. I'll take you on. Right? This is what's happened. This fella, this low-lying scumbag, all right? You see, he's a mouthpiece, right, of Najib or Zahid. All right? He said what? Let me say to you. Soon we have a vote in Parliament to approve the budget. This is the right time for us to ensure that we do not support the budget which is due to be tabled by Muhyiddin Yassin. See? I didn't say these words from him. Right? He made a statement on September 29th. Okay? Quoted by the Malay Mail. Okay? Malay Mail. Check! September 29th. This idiot. Look at his face, lah. Look at his face. Alright? You trust this fella? He just said he only cared for himself. You know, and tell Zahid Hamidi, hey, get out of PN. Right? Loud mouth, little mosquito. Okay? He said that he even blackmail Zahid. No? If you don't make demands on PN, we will challenge you as the president of UMNO. You see? It's all about power. All about power. Now, we are led to believe by propaganda all the years by bloggers across the divide. You know, it's about religion, about race, culture, language. All bullshit to divert the attention of their evil lust and greed for power, to hide their greed, their lust for power, they camouflage, right? The propaganda must say, we are fighting, we are the champion, Luqman is a champion of Islam. Bullshit! Luqman, Zahid, and Najib are the champions of Malay race. Bullshit! Of Malay culture, bullshit! Of Malay language, bullshit. Bullshit! Why? Simple. You see, the issue is actually, it's nothing to do with Malay, Islam, culture, or language. Anwar already said in his press statement, our form, right, a Malay-based party already. He said that. But in all intent and purposes, right now, are we not having a Malay government? They should be very happy, isn't it? If they are real champions for Malay, Islam, language and culture, they should be very happy. Right? Because the key members of the cabinet are Malays. From UMNO, undated ones, good people. From PAS, from Bersatu, from Sarawak and Sabah. Alright? So why are they opposing it? You know why? Because they say, in truth, it's like, it must be my party in power. Najib, you're a criminal, convicted, a big state of execution, pending appeal, right? You're convicted, okay? Zahid Hamidi charged. See, and Luqman, you people, this time, wants to be our party. We must be in power. We. Okay, the trifecta, we. Whereas Tan Sri Muhyiddin Yassin was at one time voted for, selected by Malays to be the Deputy Prime Minister and Deputy President of UMNO. Right? You voted him in! Luqman, are you there? Eh? Now, you change, like a chameleon. You change. Right? You lust for your own power. So unless it's your power, you can't accept it. Like was Anwar Ibrahim. My power, my party. We must be in control, no one else. Either we in control or nothing at all. We will destroy the country if it be. This one is the thinking. Okay? At one time, Tun was on that line as well. He wanted to be Prime Minister, third Prime Minister. But I was told lately, alright, he's not interested in becoming Prime Minister. He said that. And he said that he will not stand for election, right, again as a candidate for Langkawi by the 15th election. So I thought my prayers were answered. Then recently he said, oh, my members want me to carry on standing, as a candidate. Oh, surely, right, you're not a little like sheep, right, just led by the nose, right, by the piper, okay? You're a leader, man. Alright? Never mind. Let's see whether he's sincere. And then in the statement, he says, right, we don't support anybody to be Prime Minister. An opportunistic stance. Alright? Still define Agong. To Mahathir. Because Agong appointed Muhyiddin. Okay? And he's trying his best to save all of us in the country. He's a Prime Minister, officially and constitutionally appointed. Legitimate. And yet you say, I cannot support anyone? So you want to be the Prime Minister again or what? Come in, tell the truth to the people. Make it clear. Don't wishy-washy, I try to be neutral. Alright? That's bullshit. Bullshit. Can you see now? My fellow Malay brothers and sisters, my fellow Muslim brothers and sisters, can you not see this nonsense? These leaders that I have mentioned, right, have betrayed Islam. I didn't say it. They lied. And when they lie, they invoke the curse of God on them, on Allah on them. Alright? Surah 3, Surah 24, alright? What says that? So, It grieves me and it pains me to hear all of you were saying, right? You know, Allah Akbar, Allah Akbar. I share the sentiments, but when I examine you in detail, you're scumbags. You don't practice what you preach. You have betrayed Islam because you have brought, right, a bad name, a bad perception of Islam, because by your action, by your lies, your misrepresentation and propaganda, right, you have destroyed Islam. Okay, and don't you ever dare say to me that you are champions, because each time you say that, I will expose you. I will take you on anytime, anywhere, any place. Okay. And to the Malays, I've said it previously before, you have been betrayed by these Malay leaders. Of course, those scumbags in DAP have also betrayed you. No doubt about it. Alright? They're opportunists. Try history. They talk about Malaysia, whatever. But every time when they fight, right, they always hide behind a Malay leader. Because there's no standing, no integrity, right, as a Malaysian citizen. Remember, in the 80s, they were hiding under the coattails of Tunku Razali. Remember or not? 746. When they failed to get power, they then what? They tag along with Anwar. As a passport ticket. And then, when Anwar was in jail, they make use of Tun Mahathir. They tried to anyway. When they failed, they went back to Anwar. They went to Shafiq Abdal. Can you see? Each time DP use a Malay and pretend, oh, we are equal. We're for equality, racial harmony. Bullshit! These are dastardly, insidious politicians. Okay, sorry, I have to mention it also in passing. MCA. Right? I told some leaders, right, we are now in shit. Work hard, do something. And I said in our forecast, we can get back Penang easily. The first chief minister of Penang was from MCA, Work Bounty. Then Chong Yu did brilliant work from Garakan. And they screwed up. So I told MCA leaders, if you want to be have hold again in Penang, work your ass out, go to the ground and do work. And don't use of racialism, culture and education. One of the reply I received from this was like, we have a Penang leader, no, he's in charge. I told his face, if that bastard is in charge, MCA will be trashed because he didn't do anything. Alright? For MCA. He lost as a leader of MCA. And the national leaders of MCA says, we will leave Penang to be in charge of by these idiots, this group of scumbags in Penang. MC leaders. Can you see that? I warned them, right? Pull your socks up and work hard. And recently, Anwar Musa gave, as the Secretary General of BN, says, right, MCA, right, you're going to dig your own grave. And still they have no ground. You know why? See, something about MCA, I'm sure with all of you, right, they weren't free advised, right? And then what? They will hijack it and say it's their own advice. And get credit. I'm the leader, here's my scheme, my blueprint to revive MCA. The victory in Johor, right, was not a vote for MCA. Assholes, MCA. It was a disgust of Pakatan Harapan. That's all. But they pride themselves and say, oh, MCA is doing well. You were wiped out in Sabah. Learn, MCA. Alright? Play a role, a constructive role. Don't live on, right, a false stature. Alright? A minister in the government, be it government. Right? Riding on the strength and hard work of the Prime Minister by doing nothing at all. Right? And I've told you, right, to shut up, please. Work. Talk less and work more. What you do today? Nothing. On the ground, ask around. Right? Nothing. Nothing. Right? And you still want to parade? Putting your ego in front? I'm telling you, I'm warning you, MCA, your days are numbered if you don't work hard. You will end up like DAP, okay? Opportunistic. Bankrupt in ideas. Having said that, may I sum up the whole thing to all of you again, okay? What Anwar is doing is very dangerous. We have a constitutional monarch. The Constitution is the supreme law, and the Agong is the head of the Federation. For all these months, it's very clear there is an insidious agenda, conspiracy to slowly undermine the institutions of the sultans and the Agong. I will announce it to you. On the 4th of October 2020, 10 past 10, these idiots, I foresee, ultimately aim by their slow strangulation and undermining of the Agong, may, if the environment is right, to get rid of the constitutional monarch. Watch it. Right? This is a very blatant attempt. If you're not careful, right, to my Malay and Muslim brothers and sisters, the Agong is here, the religion of Islam. Alright? It's been abused, maligned, ridiculed, indirectly. The way Anwar projects himself, right, is like, I'm telling you the truth. I've done my duty. He said that, I've done my duty. Right? He said that, I've done my duty. By seeing the king. Oh my God, the arrogance. And therefore he's telling the truth. Imply whatever statement come out from the Istana are lies. Now you choose. Okay. And credit to Agong. He was so majestic, so reserved, so humble in the way he conducted himself and the statement he issued. Okay. On the meeting with Anwar Ibrahim. Because Anwar behaved in a way uncouth, scumbag. Is it fair for Anwar to put us, the right of Malaysia, in the position whereby we have to choose? As I'm concerned, right? Alright? Simple. Agong prevails. Can never trust a scumbag like Anwar. But a lot of you are confused, isn't it? Yo, there must be some names and of course Zaid Hamidi, right? In dialect says there are members who support Anwar. I let them do so. They have free choice. Blah blah blah. And let's come back. See, you can see all the plots, all the innuendos. The worst comebacks who? No? I'm telling you who. Are so-called strategists. Right? From DAP, and what's a China Kwai name? Like China is a China Kwai, okay? And some Indians, right? Lawyers who held senior positions in the government. They were advisors before they took power. They were advisors when they were in power, holding high office. Be sure they were also advising, okay? If they did not advise, then they are scumbags, they are traitors in your midst. Alright? So they know the law. Right? You think they have told Anwar? Say, everyone's quiet now. Anwar, first family PM waiting. He cannot waiting till he die and rot in hell. He wanted to be Prime Minister. Okay? So please remember, you have a simple choice to make. Screw Anwar, a liar. He has a curse of Allah on him. Or support wholeheartedly 1000% to Agong and save our country. With that, may I once again invite all of you surrender unconditionally to Allah. Have absolute faith, be absolute confident that He will always protect, defend, and guide us under all circumstances. Be strong. In the midst of all this rubbish, be strong. Yesterday, I sent a message, right, to a blogger friend. There are two things you need as a human being, as a believer. Okay? Uphold the truth. The elemental truth, and to have a inflexible, right, strength and faith. These are two elements, and you will survive anywhere. No one can cheat you, no one can lie to you, because with these two pillars, two swords, no one can subdue you, and your faith in Allah will be strong, right? And you are on the right path. With that, I thank you for your attention. I bid you a good day.